All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the report. This is the High Button. My name's Justin. Dudes, Billy, how you doing? I've been told that I'm trying to do apparently I suck at these intros. I don't sound excited. That's what Sarah said to me the other day. Like, you sound like you don't even want to fucking be there. Like, I want to be here. I'm happy, but
What's
I just
the date?
One sec. Monday, the 19th of August.
And that's a report.
And that's the report. And I'm happy to be here, just for the record. I love the report. Nothing? All right, fuck you guys. Okay.
I'm just waiting for Billy to comment. You do sound
I'm just
like
waiting for you to fuck up.
I never noticed before, but
Yeah, that's what I said. I thought. Anyways. All right, let's start. NLL coming to Halifax. This is old news. I've known about this forever. What?
everybody has.
Everybody has, but the date's inching closer and closer. The season starts November, I believe. Two guys that I don't think you guys have never played lacrosse, have you?
I played.
So did I.
Did you?
I played 3 or 4 years for the Bandits.
Okay, so Billy, we'll start with you. What's your excitement level, I guess, with pro lacrosse coming here?
10 out of 10. Maybe even 11 out of 10. I don't know. Well, think about it. When we were growing up, what was the big game in town? What were you going to see? What was the entertainment? Moosehead.
Jody
Shelley, tough guys, Nick Brino, all those tough guys. Those were what brought people in the stands. That's what became basically a symbol of the Mooseheads brand, was physicality, hard-nosed hockey, that kind of stuff. And that just screams lacrosse, in my opinion. Halifax loved the Mooseheads. We've lived and died by them for the last 25 years, and it's shown with the sellouts and the crowds and all that and the success. I mean, now it's just time to move on to the next thing, which is lacrosse. And I believe, especially with what they're doing now and all the media and bringing everyone aboard and the fans and going out to the community and reaching out, like, it is incredible to see, like, especially guys like Kyle Jack. Like, Kyle is out there running around, hanging out with kids. Like, he's going to these different lacrosse events, trying to promote the game. And that's what it's all about with these guys, is promoting the game of lacrosse. And in Halifax, it's just going to be successful just because of the people that we have here. They love going out for beers, love good entertainment, a couple of hits, a couple of fights. I mean, that's just asking to be successful in Halifax, in my opinion.
All right, dudes.
I'm excited as fuck, to be honest with you. Those games are fun as hell. I think I went to one game in Toronto a few years back. It was insane. The atmosphere is insane, especially if you're drawing good. There's fights, there's huge hits. They play music during the games. They selling beers. Not sure how expensive they are yet. But, I mean, look at the Wanderers. Halifax is a sports city, man, and we want to be a bigger sports city. I think everyone can agree with that. So having the lacrosse team here is going to be sick, man. Like Billy said, the Mooseheads have always been the thing. Now we're getting the Wanderers in the mix. Now we're going to have a pro lacrosse team, and then what's next? You know what I mean? Beers always mix well with sports. Beers and bars and sports, that's what we have. And I'm excited. I'm going to go to as many games as I possibly can.
Yeah, I've always said this since we started the High Button. It's a great time to start a sports media company in this city due to the fact, Billy, like you said, with the Wanderers and now with lacrosse. The Mooseheads have always been here, but I think that this city is just starting to get recognized as a sports city, maybe in the past 5 years or so, like an actual, major fan base, I guess, for every single team that is coming here. And with lacrosse coming here this winter, I just think it's a recipe for a new entertainment product downtown other than the Mooseheads. Because if you think about winter activities to do downtown sporting wise, it's just the Mooseheads. Yeah, sure, there's junior A, there's university sports and things like that, but unfortunately the fan base just isn't there. So I think lacrosse is exactly what the city's missing, and I think it gives people more variety going downtown on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. I'm not sure what days of the week the games are going to be. But I just think it's a perfect product for this city, and I think it's going to flourish. It'll do well. All right, next one, MLB Little League Classic. Dudes, I don't really know too much about this. I'll let you take this one.
This is the third one, I think, in history. Basically, it's just a way for the MLB to grow the game across the world. The Little League World Series is obvious. We all know, I hope, what the Little League World Series is, from everywhere. They're from Japan, teams from everywhere has come. So basically, they celebrate the Little League World Series And what I get from it is it's like the MLB guys. You know how you look up to the MLB guys as a kid, right? Now this is like the MLB players looking up to the kids that are younger than them at the Little League World Series. It's kind of a celebration of that, just to try and grow the game. It's super cool, man. They have a tradition where they slide down the hill at the field for the Little League World Series. And we've seen a couple videos too, like Rizzo there.
Go. Thank you. I need you guys to do it with me, the jersey shake. Is
that the best ball you hit all year?
Yes. Absolutely. Really? Sick. I want to give it to the shortstop on Team Japan. I think he's going to be really good. I'm going to sign and give it to that shortstop on Team Japan. This is my ball, the home run ball I hit. I'm going to give it to Team Japan, yeah, because they gave me daps. But you need to translate for me.
So it took place. Here it is, what Anthony Rizzo was talking about. It's the home run ball.
Kazuhiro Hishikawa, the shortstop for Japan.
He was
that was awesome.
Maddox as well.
So
Same thing.
basically, I mean, the MLB's been doing unreal for years and years and years of growing the game everywhere. So they're everywhere, all over the world, and I mean, it shows. It's a great thing. I love watching it.
What came first, the Winter Classic and the NHL, or has this been a longer tradition than that?
No, this is only the third year for this.
So do you think the MLB's maybe taking a page out of the NHL with the different games type, like the different fan interactions?
I guess in a way, yeah, but I think their main object here is to grow the game in youth. You know what I mean? To show how fun it is. That the MLB players are really just, those kids that they are right now, they were at one point. So it's think of a guy, Rizzo, he wanted to give the ball to the Japanese shortstop. When is that ever going to happen again? Right? Think about later on in his life if the Japanese shortstop makes it to the MLB. How crazy of a moment that is now going to be. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. Okay, Bill.
No, I personally think the event's great. I mean, what it does is it doesn't promote professional athletes and professional sports. It's promoting the relationships and the potential connection that they could have with an MLB All-Star or an MLB player right now. For these kids, when you're 10, 11, 12 years old, your idols are the guys you're watching out on that diamond, especially for these kids that play Little League. Like, they live, breathe, die, sleep, everything baseball at that age. And I know this for a fact. Glace Bay has always been a successful Little League program here in Nova Scotia. They went to the Little League World Series, I don't know, maybe a handful of times. But when I was a kid, they would recruit kids from all around Nova Scotia to go play on their Little League program. But a lot of the kids wouldn't go because they wouldn't allow you to play hockey or soccer or another sport. So that's just showing that they've basically had to have this focus on the sport for at least a couple of years to get to this Little League World Series. And it's almost like a celebration for the kids at the Little League World Series because they made it to the Little League World Series. It's so hard. You have to win 5 different tournaments just to get to the tournament in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, where the Little League World Series is. So my opinion with the game being played there, it's almost like a celebration. Like, you guys worked your ass off. You guys did everything you could. You guys made it to the Little League World Series, so now we're going to give you this opportunity to meet the best players in the world, Javi Baez, Rizzo, and then same with the guys on the Pirates. So, I mean, it's great to see. Love to see all the kids smiling. And it was only for the kids. It's not for the town. It's not for, people to come in and see this game. It's literally just for the kids. And that's what it should be about at the end of the day, is being about the kids.
Yeah, I love shit like that. When I see the behind-the-scenes aspect in the video of Rizzo saying, I'm going to give the ball to the Japanese shortstop or so, whatever he said there. When he's mic'd up, it's shit like that I just absolutely love. It's stuff like that I try to take a page out of and apply to the high button, the behind-the-scenes stuff, the mic'd up stuff. Because that's the game within the game almost, and that's the stuff I think I truly like. I don't care what sport it is, hockey, baseball, tennis, basketball, golf, darts, I don't really care. As long as you see, sports leagues giving back to the youth and then capturing it on camera and capturing the audio, I love that stuff. So whatever it is, it was a great little thing they did there. All right, Jimmy Kimmel could potentially be the mayor of Dildo, Newfoundland. What's that, dudes?
No, not potentially.
What?
He's apparently like, for now, honorary mayor is what I was.
As long as he visits, that's what they said.
Yeah, as long as he visits.
Right.
I don't really know if that'll happen. If it does, that's great. Billy, what do you got on this one?
Honestly, I think it's hilarious. Just the fact that he's taking just literally a small town out of Newfoundland and creating it into the biggest buzz in LA right now. And LA's the biggest city in the world for media and like movies and actors and all that kind of stuff. And it's just bringing like a comedic side to like Newfoundland and in Atlantic Canada. And I mean, anytime Atlantic Canada gets on a platform like that, we gotta be happy for it, because it doesn't happen often where we're right in the limelight of things. Like, yeah, it's not directly in Nova Scotia, but a lot of people, if they're going to Newfoundland, they're probably gonna have to stop here, or they're gonna hear about it and then come here as well. So I mean, it's great for just tourism and awareness of the area, because a lot of, especially Americans, they have no clue what Newfoundland or Nova Scotia or PEI is. So I mean, hey, just give us a little cred here.
All right, dudes.
This subject is absolutely fucked, man. Obviously, for obvious reasons, and that being it's called dildo. Everybody knows what a dildo is. My question originally was, what came first, the toy or the town? And the town is old as shit. And apparently they don't have a mayor. So that's kind of why this whole joke kind of came about. But I heard they were putting around signs like Kimmel for mayor, and then other people were putting up signs like for Matt Damon for his opposition, which is hilarious. But I mean, like Billy just said, it's a hilarious thing. It's just this basically unknown town if you don't live in the surrounding areas, and now everyone wants to go there, and everybody wants to see it. And then when you go there, you're going to St. John's, which is George Street, and all that shit. But it's just hilarious, man. Like, they made a big thing out of it. Money was spent on it, and Jimmy Kimmel's a beauty, man. Like, if he's going to go there and he's just going to become the mayor, and it's going to be a spot for the rest of eternity.
I had a prediction that the reason it's named Dildo is some guy was in a bar and he was the closest thing to the mayor, and he lost a bet while he was drinking in the bar. And they're like, all right, if you lose this bet here, you got to name the town Dildo. And he lost. And that's my prediction on how the name Dildo came about. But I think it's wicked. Like Billy said, Hollywood, recognizing a small town in Atlantic Canada, nothing can go wrong there. And dudes, you had it on the head as well, or nailed it on the head. Is it nailed it on the head? You nailed it on the head with Jimmy Kimmel being a beauty, recognizing the town. Fantastic little bit there that they did. Loved it. Five Guys in Halifax. Oh, you got one? You got there one, dudes?
I forgot one thing. Apparently there was been a bunch of times where they tried to change the name of Dildo Newfoundland, but people are just like, no, we want to keep it.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, absolutely. That was my point. Anyways, moving on.
All right, Five Guys in Halifax, one of the most famous burger chains in the world, has arrived here in Halifax. Tons of buzz about it. Dudes, what do you got?
Well, I probably can't afford it, so I probably won't go there much, but I have heard good things. I've been to a couple of them myself. However, I don't remember going there, and I think you guys could kind of figure out why. I don't know. The food buzz for me, like personally, is just never like a thing. I didn't find out about this till today. I would have been walking down the street that it's on and been like, oh shit, Five Guys. I didn't know we had those. And then someone would have been like, they've been here for 5 years. So for
You're
me,
not a foodie.
No, I'm not a foodie. I barely even eat. So it's unless it's a Mr. Noodle burger joint, I'm probably not going to be too excited.
That's the take I was expecting from you, exactly.
Happy
Bill.
Man, you know what? I mean, it's another burger chain. It's another spot downtown. I mean, probably gonna try and go in there before I hit the Moose one night. But I mean, other than convenience for being downtown, I mean, unless I'm actually going downtown to not drink, so never. That'd be the only time I'd go. But I mean, it's cool to have another spot. I mean, I heard they're opening one up in Dartmouth, so it's not just like a one shop and done kind of thing. So I guess they're trying to get it to grow here. Good. I mean, whatever. It's another spot to eat.
You guys are insane. You guys are completely underrating the
milkshakes are good. I'll give them that, but like I'd rather go to the Chicken Burger out in Bedford for a good milkshake. No free ads.
Okay, first of all, the fact that this chain has come to Halifax is a huge deal. The fact that anything like this has come, oh, dudes, fuck off. Right? the world needs more cheeseburgers. In my mind, it's the perfect food. It's the cheese, it's the beef, it's the pickles, it's the onions, it's the bun, the mustard, the mayonnaise, the lettuce if you want to. I think the world needs more cheeseburgers, and the fact that Five Guys came here to Halifax, the heart of Halifax, we live in such a divided world. And if people can sit down on a table together inside of Five Guys and share a burger together and forget about politics and forget about not paying your bills and forget about all the other shit in the world that you're not able to accomplish and enjoy some Five Guys, I'm all for it, man. I'm kind of on dudes' side here. I can't really afford it either. I'm too busy paying for fucking microphones. But once I am able to afford it, I'm going to be down there. I'm going to order a cheeseburger, extra cheese, extra pickles, and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to sit with a stranger and we're going to chop it up and talk about how much we love Five Guys. So you guys are absolutely insane. This is a great thing for Halifax. Halifax, if you're listening, don't change. Keep eating burgers. That was a great report, guys. I want to wish both of you the best of luck in Miramichi at Senior Men's Baseball Nationals. I know Nova Scotia baseball's had a great year when it comes to Sanford getting drafted, and then the Canada Cup, those boys, I think you said under 17 recently won. Which, by the way, Billy, have they gotten a lot of media coverage yet?
Not enough, man. Not enough at all.
That's ridiculous. So I'm gonna put a tweet out about that today because that's fucking bullshit. That's a big accomplishment here in the city. But anyways, aside from that, I want to wish you guys best of luck. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap it up?
I think you covered it.
Yeah, that was pretty much it there.
All right, sounds good. It's Monday. Everyone enjoy their week. High button. We're out. Peace.